episode of the Code Drop. And you might remember in our last live stream, we made a calculator app using JavaScript and HTML, and we ran into some issues while making the dark mode of it. So, what we are going to do today is we are going to take the same code which we worked on that day with some improved CSS, and then what we are going to do is we are going to add a dark theme, a dark mode to it. Now we are going to use a property called prefers color scheme, and what it basically does is it gets what the default color scheme of the user's OS is, light or dark, and depending on that it changes the color of their web app. So I'll just show you what I mean. I will go to personalize, and here I'll just show you the colors. No, we have choose a color, dark or light, and this is the value which it gets, the prefers color scheme property gets. Now, if by default I'm taking dark, the dark mode should run, or else the light mode should run, and it basically works in every operating system. It can be Android or Windows, maybe even Mac. If it has a support for the color scheme, it will work. So this is my folder which we made that day, and I'll just open this in Visual Studio Code once just to show you what it looks like, what we made that day. All right, and also I'll add link to this live stream. So in case you couldn't do it that day, you can just look at the live stream and try to make a calculator for yourself. And this is what it looks like. All right, so we have a white background and you can say a blue tint. Okay, so what we'll do is we are going to go to our, well, no, we don't have to do anything in Resort.html. We'll just go to our CSS file. For me, it is extra.css. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to add a new property. Now the property is called @media prefers dash color dash scheme, and then you have to say dark or light. So I'll just say dark, and then inside of it we just have to put our values. Now there's a quick way to make a dark theme for anything, but it does not always look good. We'll just try that once. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the root of the elements, and then what I'll do is I'll add a filter to it. The filter will have an inversion of 100% and a hue rotation of 180 degrees. Now, inversion basically inverts the colors, and hue rotate is used so that the colors in images, they retain themselves, or the colors will also get inverted in the images and they will look awful. Now we'll just save it, and that's all right. So nothing happened. Uh, okay, I think it's called prefers color scheme, not prefer. I'll just do that and save. Here we go. So you can see that my whites have been converted to blacks, and blacks to white, the text color, and my blue remains same because I just rotated the hue. If I just remove this part from here and save it again, you can see that it becomes orange. Let me just add it back in just to make sure. Yeah, so that's what hue rotation does. It basically rotates the hue, and this is the quick and easy way to do this. When you're working on real world applications, you might not prefer this because inverting colors lead to really bad colors, I guess. So what we are going to do is we are just going to see what elements are actually having a background and a text color to it, and we're going to change that. So first of all, let me zoom in a little bit so it's clearly visible. Now first of all, you can see that we have a background for our body. So we'll just go back down here, we'll remove this part, and instead of it we'll write body and add a background to it. So let's say we don't want to make a dark scheme. Let's just say that our dark theme is mainly just different colors to begin with. So what I'll do is I'll just add a background, and I'll say I need a background of let's say pink. I need a pink background, So you can see we have a pink background now. Alright, so what we are going to do next is we are just going to see where we have background, and we're going to change that. So we have a background in the calci area. So I'll just again add that class. Let me do that. Calci area, and set a background for it. Now let's set a background which is, let's say, a lighter shade of pink. Do we have something like a light pink? Yeah, we have a light pink right here. We'll just add that, save it, and let's see the output. Okay, so yeah, it's definitely a different shade, but I don't know why the light pink looks darker than the actual pink. So let's replace these things, because I want the lighter color to be in the calci area. Okay, this works. Now again we'll go back up and we have background in input area. So let's add input area. I'll just say dot input area and then set a background for it. Now I guess the background color for this is FFFFF. Okay, it's basically pure white. Well, let's just make it a little bit grayish. We'll say EC. That will just make it a little bit of gray, and this already looks good, but yeah, we have to change the color of these buttons too. So we'll just take a look at it, and it's inside of dot calci input and button. Let me just copy that, and we'll have to set color for it too, because the color is black here, and once I add this background, it might not look good. Let me just try that. Okay, so actually it kind of looked good, so I don't think we need to add any color to it. Now this is how you can create basically two versions for your app, one for dark and one for light theme, I guess. And well, I'm just going to take this and, well, no, let's just make it dark again instead of pink. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change these colors to, let's say, 0E, 1E, 1E. The calci area will become 333. That's it, basically black, but a lighter shade of black. And then since it's black, we'll have to add a color to it. Because our text color is by default set to black, and we don't want these to be of same color. Again, let's change the calci area and let's set it to 1E, 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 a darker shade of black, but not pure black, and we'll add the same color here also and add a color to it. So the color is going to be FC. Save it and run it. We have got our dark theme here. So let's see it in action. So I'll just go back to my settings and I'll set my theme to light. So this is how much easy it is to make a dark and light theme version for your app if you don't want to add a button to it. In many websites or apps, you will have a button on which when you click, it changes from light to dark or dark to light. So if you don't want to do that, this is the best way to do that. This is the best way to implement a dark theme to your website or app. Now, since I mentioned the button thing, in the next video, we'll just make another change to our calculator app. We will add a dark theme button to it. So you can just click on the button and change the themes. That is going to be in our next video. And this is it for our current video. This is the end of it. And if you like this video, subscribe to the channel and share this video. And then I'll see you on the next episode of the Code Drop. Bye for now.